Right, welcome to DC Vigilante. What do I want to get off my chest today? Right, remember this is just my truth. Put myself up. Dwayne Johnson. And I just watched that Baywatched on Netflix there, and he kind of just plays the same part every time. I used to have a good vibe from him, and that he was, a down to earth, kind of laughable sort of guy. Didn't take himself too serious, and I liked him. And then I heard he got the part, or wanting to play the part of Black Adam. I thought that's a good move for him. He's going to play this villain, this serious tone, especially if you've read the comics 52. Which is a really good arc for who the character is. And I thought this is something that Dwayne Johnson needs to take himself serious, right? For other people to take him serious, right? Because normally in every film that he's in, he really is playing just a big giant with a lot of laughs, right? And it's not really showing any potential of great acting. Right, maybe there's a film out there with him in it, and I've missed, and you'll be free to comment on it, right? But me personally, I've watched the TV series and stuff like that of him. Was it Ballers or something like that? And it was all right. It wasn't. Again, it's just him. So he goes on. When he talks about how well Shazam is and how well it's received, and sadly, and I've made a video about it before, or made a live video, is they just brought the film out at the wrong time. Now, I'm not going to say it's a flop. I think it's done well, it's been received well. I think when the film came out, too many people were keen to see the other Captain Marvel film, because that was leading up to, notice I said the other Captain Marvel film, that was leading up to the Endgame, right? So you weren't going to get a lot of people going to see that. So they really, really, really messed up in the time-wise. So now, there were stories about it being told that, they were going to make a sequel of it, and they were going to be a Black Adam movie, and that's what Dwayne Johnson comes out and says, I'm going to make Black Adam movie, the film's done well, thank you, we thought we would do 2 origin stories. Now we get a video, now we hear news about him jumping over to Marvel, right? Now that to me says something along the lines of, DC isn't doing too well, I better get on board with the other ship. Right? He's just jumping because he's interested, and because he's an actor and whatnot, is the fame and everything else. When you look at some actors like Joaquin Phoenix, who's playing this Joker movie, and he's done it for the acting and everything else, so praise be to him. It's not a big blockbuster movie, but he's interested in the part. It's a character he wanted to play for a long time, not just Joker, but a villainous sort of storyline. So apart from him jumping over to Marvel, is there going to be a Black Adam movie? And it's got me thinking, he may have the looks for Black Adam, and you might just be saying, you're just changing your tone because you might not play it. But really, there were talks about him being in him and the guy from those car movies. He also played in Pitch Black. What's his name? Anyway, you know the guy I'm talking about. The guy that was in Pitch Black. Vin Diesel. How they two actors didn't get on, because I think Dwayne Johnson's came on and he's trying to make a sort of spin-off of their movies that he was in. And so I'm starting to get a feel that maybe this guy's just all talk. He's nice on camera, but really it's all about him. I'm not saying he's a male equivalent to Brie Larson, far from it, but the rosy fakeness of it all is starting to really shine, and maybe so. And it's made me question, do we really want him as Black Adam? Could you see somebody else potentially being him? Will we get a Black Adam movie? Will we get a Shazam movie? Well, that's really up to Warner Brothers, and we can't state. I mean, they made it low, but they made a a low cost movie, and I haven't really heard many people coming away saying they disliked the movie. Again, it's just the timing, and so I would hope that Warner Brothers sticks to the gun and tries to keep that universe going, keep the actors, because they wanted the kids to be in the next Shazam movie before they get too old. So it's always time, now that they've introduced the character, to make the sequel and bring it out in a good time. But again, with this Dwayne Johnson talking about joining Marvel and everything else, it's made me think Black Adam can be played by somebody like Vin Diesel or anybody with enough acting chops. Because if we look at Baywatch, if we look at Skyscraper and all the other films The Rock's been in, they've been big blockbusters, sure, but acting wise and making them much money, it's not really happened for him, really. And so if he does walk away from Black Adam, that really says so much about the character of the actor himself, especially if he's supposed to have had meetings with Warner Brothers to discuss what's the best way of approaching this character, and how it was said how it's best to have two origin stories, and they agreed. And now we also have Dwayne Johnson talking about quitting acting. Is that because your films ain't doing all that well that you thought? You know, is that the thing? Is it by you saying news coming out that you thought about quitting acting? Really? Is is something dawning on you at all? Well, let me know about your thoughts and ideas about it and stuff like that in the comments below. This is just my truth. DC Vigilante out.